fast when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's fast, the money low, I'ma grab. Brown man when it come back, I'ma give back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
Put up, 180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey. Watch the twist.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Just what you want on a first-down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 27-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the run.
Derrick Henry, and an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get off the field. Check 99. Check 99. Check 53. Check 53.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Put up. 180. Check 53. They're going to need some therapy after this.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Hey, work. Let's go. Five. Number 53. Mike, 53.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Check pass.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Well, this Week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jamie Collins. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
58, right over there.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch the slap, watch the slap, watch the slap.
After the penalty, it's Henry. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Alert! Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Hey, Delta. Mike 53. Watch.
From the 36, Trubisky, and that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that takes us from second to third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Rush in.
Ingram. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
47.
On third down, it's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Prescott flush to his right. Oh, Prescott stripped. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, exit.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cleveland Farrell brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 7. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
18, 18. Hey, Charlie. 53 is the mic.
Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Get up! 180! Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Ran, come. Right there.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
We're going to 53.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw it. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And an alley to run. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he fields it cleanly. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Lock in, lock in.
Trubisky will throw. And able to find Green. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
Blue.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Check. 180. Check. 53's mine. I got one. Motion.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
180.
On third down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Check nickel.
Prescott off play action. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run with Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go play action with Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got him in. Complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 28-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Keep playing the hard. 180. Blue. Let's go. Hey, team 6. Hey, let's get that ball here.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better start. Position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Bravo. Check.
They run with Henderson. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. It was Orlando Scandrick there up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Give me that ball. Go. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Mike,
They run once more with Henderson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking for the hit, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Let's go one more.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Bills, you can't.
Tell me what you need, tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm